Okay, so how much do we owe you for the snow coming our way?
Ooh.
We've all been wanting that.
Yeah. You know, I'll take anything. I'll take $2. I'll take $200. Whatever, you know.
We'll take up a collection in the newsroom.
Yeah. It's a donation. I'll put out a tip jar.
Yeah.
But it's looking pretty good out there. We aren't going to get too much snow with this go around. We just had the new models come in, and unfortunately it does back off a little bit, but I do think we are still going to get snow in our valleys.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about it. But first, take a look at this sunset.
Ooh.
Right? This is from Centerville overlooking the Salt Lake. Brandon Bates sent that one in. Not only northern Utah, but southern Utah also had a really pretty sunset. Scott Manell sent this in from Cedar City, and St. George, or Ivins rather, has a really beautiful sunset as well. This Black Desert Resort time-lapse shows not a single cloud in the sky today. High pressure's in control, which is keeping us calm, and then there's that sunset. All right, let's talk about that snow that's coming because it's already crossing the state line. You can see it's moving in from the Pacific Northwest, right on the border between Idaho and Utah. The northernmost parts of the state, including Cache Valley, Park Valley, and parts of Box Elder County, are looking at a couple of flurries right now. I've been looking at cameras around these regions. I'm not seeing it reach the ground, but we could definitely still be getting a couple of snowflakes out there that I'm missing on our cameras. But here's one of those cameras from Utah State University. You notice in Logan, where we saw some of that snow on the radar, doesn't look like we're getting a whole lot right now. Our temperatures are definitely cold enough for snow, however. We're in the 30s across the Wasatch Front, right around freezing, 29 degrees up in Logan. We got 20s down I-15 through central and southern Utah, 20s and 30s on the eastern side of the state, and St. George still at 42 degrees, but it'll continue cooling there as well. All right, let's take a look at what to expect through the rest of the night. Those clouds aren't going anywhere, 30 degrees by midnight. We don't cool much more after that because of the cloud coverage. It doesn't allow the heat to escape into space, so that heat gets trapped near the surface, so we won't get too cold. Overnight lows will be in the upper 20s here on the Wasatch Front, 36 degrees by 10 a.m. with cloudy skies still holding on. All right, our Futurecast walks us through the timing here. We have this high pressure in place, but that high pressure starts to move on out, opening the door for this wet weather moving on in. This is what you saw on the radar right now, expected to impact Salt Lake Valley by around 2 o'clock in the morning. However, I don't think it's going to be too much to worry about, kind of like what Logan's seeing right now. And then as we get into the sunrise hours, that shortwave pushes ahead of the storm, impacting parts of central and even southern Utah, but these are very light snow showers. And then the heart of the system moves in right around lunchtime for your Tuesday, and we see that here, rain-snow mix for our valleys initially, but then as that cold front passes, temperatures are going to drop and we'll see quite a bit of snow. On our valleys, we could see periods of straight snow and periods of a rain-snow mix across the Wasatch Front. But then as we get into Wednesday morning, that snow starts to move into central and southern Utah, moving into the Four Corners region and exiting the state by Wednesday afternoon and evening. And high pressure returns by Thursday morning, bringing more clear conditions, but it's going to be cold. This cold front moves through, and it brings us that snow. The valleys on the Wasatch Front only getting about a trace to an inch. We could see 2 inches in the northern Wasatch Front. The benches, mountain valleys, and Wasatch Back, that includes places like Park City, Cache Valley, Heber City, getting about 1 to 3 inches. The northern mountains getting 3 to 8 inches, so not bad there. 2 to 4 inches for the central mountains, and then the southern mountains not getting too much, only about an inch or 2, maybe 3. So things taper on off as we get into Wednesday afternoon and Thursday, but then that wet weather potential revs right back up as we get into the weekend. As for tomorrow, temperatures are actually going to be right around average, but again, we do have rain and snow showers in the mix. Places above 5,000 feet, which would include the benches, could see straight snow the entire time. St. George, however, is looking fairly nice tomorrow. We have broken clouds, which basically just means mostly cloudy with some sunshine squeezing in through. Temperatures in the 50s, gradually warming to the upper 50s by the close of the weekend. The Wasatch Front has rain and snow showers for tomorrow, and a chance it holds on into Wednesday, but it'll clear out for most of the day with mostly cloudy skies and chilly temperatures in the 30s. And then we have more rain and snow showers on Saturday, possibly Friday, possibly Sunday, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Let's just enjoy the snow that's going to be knocking on our door here.
One thing at a time.
Yes, one thing at a time.